Okay, so this video is quite overdue, and it's basically just going to be like an explanation of how that turned into all of that. Basically, this is my drum kit, which I've had for near on 5-6 years now, I think. And basically, yeah, so it's a PP performance percussion drum kit, just a starter one, and then it was a 5-piece, and then we saw advertised a second-hand copy of the drum kit, which was dead the same, exactly the same, for only 40 quid. So basically I went and had a look at that. It was in pretty bad condition, but anyway, I bought that for £40, brought it home, tried to restore it, you know, took all the heads off, gave it a good clean, basically got it back to nearly sort of good as new. The heads were all stabbed, so I replaced these the old heads with my old heads from my proper drum kit, and I've basically set it up as a little sort of side jazz practice sort of kit. This is my Tama 12x4 Metalworks snare drum, and then it's just a 12x9 I think, and a 13x10 I want to say, and that's just the regular 22 kick drum. But the 16-inch floor tom that came with this, I'm actually now using as a second floor tom on my main kit. So I'll come around here, and yeah, so on my main kit I'm using a 13 rack, 16 floor, and another 16 floor. Basically this kit, and that's my 14-inch by 5.5 Tama Artwork Series snare drum. Most of the individual parts of the kit, there's probably reviews on my channels. For example, the snare drum, the heads, my Z3 crash, and so yeah, so you can go and look those up. This is basically a quick video just to tell you what I'm using, because you may have seen some of my videos there is a second floor tom and you're thinking, where's he got that from? So basically this is a 13, 16, 16 setup, but I'm using the second 16 almost to act like an 18, because personally I like really deep fat drums. So there's a 13 tuned quite low, the 16 tuned like as a normal 16, then another 16 tuned right down, just a couple of tweaks above crinkle, so it's got a really fat, deep, low sort of low end kick to it, and then just my regular 22-inch bass drum. Yeah, the cymbals are just the Planet Z 14-inch hi-hats, the crappy stock Crash, Sabian Solar ride cymbal 20-inch, and the 18-inch Z3 Zildjian rock Crash. And those cymbals there are sort of cheap and get me by, to be honest. It's just for practicing and stuff. And then that's my main one, which cost 190 quid. It is usually 210, but I knocked it down a bit. So yeah, this is basically my main kit, using the Tama Ergo Rider Quartet throne, which is the 4-legged one with the backrest, and I cannot complain about that. That's lovely. And then yeah, basically this one's just a sort of small jazzy setup, which doesn't really get used that much, but it's handy if, you know, anyone ever comes around and whatever. So, you know, it's sort of quieter as well, and I usually just sort of play it with brushes, as you can see there. And yeah, that's just got the stock Crash cymbal, which isn't too bad. This was a ride that came with it. It's an 18-inch Crash ride. It had a logo on it here. I can't remember what it was. It was Sound Percussion or something, but we rubbed that off, cleaned it right up so it was quite shiny, and you can see the machine hammer in there, makes it look kind of nice. And then these are just some cheap Canon hi-hats. So there you just saw my drum kits, and now I'll play them for you. Play the big one first and the little one, then you can sort of see how they sound and get a feeling of what I've done with them and the tuning and stuff. So yeah.